Hi everyone, Norman Van Aken here. I've got some really exciting news to share with you. This year and parts of next year, there's going to be a birthday party that will be second to none, and rightfully so. This birthday party is for the gentleman who graces the cover of this book, Chef Jacques Pépin. And this celebration is titled 90 at 90. And what that means is that the Jacques Pépin Foundation, culinary director and the president and the family, Claudine and Raleigh, and many of the best chefs in the United States are going to be taking part. The foundation reached out to me and talked to me about whether or not I wanted to do that, and I jumped at the chance to do this. And so I have been quite busy, as I can't imagine how busy the foundation is, because 90 at 90 means his 90th birthday, what an accomplishment, and 90 events. Because Jacques Pépin is not only a fantastic chef, but also just the most generous educator, there will be various kinds of celebrations of his life, always around cuisine, but it could be everything from a dinner at Danielle restaurant in New York City to a community college somewhere in the Midwest, all of that and in between, to pay homage and to celebrate his extraordinary contributions to the cuisine of the world, not just the United States. Jacques Pépin's life story is straight out of a Hollywood movie of the first order, and his memoir is unbelievable, as are his cookbooks. It has been said often by myself that I never went to cooking school, but I certainly would not have known nearly as much about cuisine if it had not been for Jacques Pépin, and especially when his book La Technique came into my hands, which I think was probably 1979. It was really when I was at that turning point of realizing that cooking could be as much of an art form as the things that I thought about, which were making music and writing. Okay, so how are we specifically going to be celebrating? Danny Meyer already has done a dinner in New York at Maria. Thomas Keller is doing one at the French Laundry, and Danielle Boulou, who I mentioned a moment ago, is doing one at Danielle, and there will be many, many others all across the United States. The foundation, Marissa and Susan asked me if I would kind of head up Florida, which I'm happy to do. I am honored to do. And so we are going to be doing dinners, fine, high-end, celebratory gala dinners in both Miami and Orlando. And I have been working with both geographies over the course of the last, 4 months now, for the dinners that will take place, one at the end of February on February 28th at Norman's Orlando, and one on March 4th, if that holds true, at Saria Restaurant in Coconut Grove, Miami. Let's start with Saria. Saria is headed by chef partner Enrique Pessoa, who lives in Lisbon. His chef de cuisine is Miguel Massens, who of course lives in Miami. Miguel was the chef de cuisine at one point in time for us, and I can attest to his expertise. The Miami dinner. This will be a 5-course seated dinner with a gala reception before it. That's how we're going to be doing the one in Orlando too, which I'll get to. What I'll do is I will read off the chefs, and then I'll let you take a screenshot of this because it has the menu on it as well. Myself, I'll be doing the first Amuse course actually, and then Enrique and Miguel in the next course, then Michael Beltran of Ariette, the next course, Danny Ganem from Fiola, the next course, Michael Schwartz, the next course, and then Soroya Kilgore for the dessert course. And go ahead and you could just keep filming, and the folks at home might want to take a snapshot of this because they're going to be able to see the actual dishes that we'll be doing in Miami on March the 4th. All of this information will be appearing on the Jacques Pépin Foundation website, of course, as well as our website and my website and the respective websites for all the restaurants. While we're showing menus, I'll go ahead and show you the menu for Orlando. Now I have the information here as far as our reception chefs and 2 out of the 4 dishes, because we're still working to get the total information package. This is a coming together of the chefs from Florida, and there will be other events as well in Florida, to be sure. Since I did mention the name of the chefs from Miami, I'm going to mention the names of the chefs here. Michael Colantes, Andy Mendoza, Camilo Velasco, the team from Norman's, Stefan Reimer, the executive pastry chef for all of Walt Disney World, the reception chefs, Mario Pagan, Clay Miller, Wendy Lopez, and Ryan Ratino. Everyone I asked to participate said yes. That's the power of Jacques Pépin. That is the reverence we hold for him, for all that he's done and continues to do. I so very much love to see the man still playing his beloved French bowling game of boule. I'm not sure if that's exactly how you say that word. I didn't grow up with that game. I was a bowling league kind of a person. Not league, but we bowled. And he's come to the restaurant with his family. And at one point he even sent me this beautiful card. This is his handwriting and his signature. And I often keep these things in my books, and I could easily keep this here, but this one is so particular to me that I keep it right over my desk, right past my computer, where I can see it from time to time near his watercolor postcards or greeting cards. So I could talk about him and the works that he's been involved with for a very long time, but I want to let you get going, get to your calendars, and circle the dates, February 28th and March 4th. That's next year, but we have to plan for a good long time for an event such a celebratory one as this one. And of course, there will be champagne, and there will be wine, and there will be all kinds of other things that go on in both of these settings. And check out the website, and please consider coming and celebrating with us. Or if you're outside of Florida and you want to celebrate his life, there'll be others, 88 others that you can celebrate. Okay, I've been looking forward to talking to you about this, and so now I will bid you adieu. Thank you.